get there, you're gonna be good. I already put my peoples on game.
Hold on. She getting locked up.
20 years.
Oh.
Because she didn't tell because she did it for the D.
Nah, man. Imagine how messed up it would be if her boyfriend said, "Listen, baby, to get through, I'm gonna keep giving you things, sending you things. Hey, I got you this phone. I put the Dormtainment podcast on there, the Comedy Trap House. They'll keep you happy the whole time." The first episode she played this. If I was Cam Newton, I would have said I had a concussion.
I'm not gonna lie,
that's a good excuse.
You're gonna get mad at a man for having stereotypes or something like that, and then you're putting out stereotypes on your own. Then it just doesn't make sense.
Then I think she put out the apology or something like that.
What if she's concussed?
Put the ASL, age, sex, location, 6 feet, athletic build, Miami.
Athletic build. He cooking up jokes, culture, and innovation at the same time. Whoa. They know. I just wanna be like James Bond. I just wanna I just wanna talk about culture. I wanna know that we not bougie, but I feel like I just don't wanna. I'm tired of poop.
Welcome to the Comedy Trap House.
I get the joke now.
Welcome everybody back to another episode of the Comedy Trap House.
I thought we had an ad, my bad, in front of
No, just a mid-roll today.
Oh, just a mid-roll. Okay, see, I'm all fucked up with the business. My bad. And I cursed too. I'm sorry.
Welcome everybody back to another episode of the Comedy Trap House. I'm your host, Stevie Rome Green. In the building, I got Emmanuel.
What's up?
I got Mike.
Yep.
I got Cam.
Happy Indigenous Day.
And happy Indigenous Day.
What is that?
Yeah,
it's today Indigenous Day?
Today's Columbus Day, but
a
lot of states changed it. Well, not a lot. Some states changed it to, represent the Indian people, the Happy Indigenous Day.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to...
But before we get started, we didn't do our prayer today, so you got to do the prayer wrong.
Oh. Okay.
Don't do it if you feel forced into it, though.
No, I just wasn't going to do it on the podcast.
Why not?
Because I just was going to do it inside of,
I just remember we should have did it before we started, but now that we're here,
all right,
let's just do it.
All right, let's do it. All right, dear Lord, thank you for another day, for another podcast. Thank you for continuing to bless us. Continue to bless those listeners who are listening. Continue to bless everybody in and around this circle. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right, there you go.
Somebody toilet going off in the background.
We got a lot of noises in this house this morning.
I turned off the AC and now the toilet want to go off.
It's a lot of things going on in this house and in the country.
Both. Definitely both. I got up at 6 a.m. for a workout today for the first time in like 2 weeks, and it hurt. It hurt.
Well, what time you go to bed though?
12.
Well,
that probably. That didn't help. But
you went to bed a little early. These are the things I got to tell you, man. There's a lot of things you need to get better at, and
it's the reason our parents gave us bedtimes when we was younger, because we didn't know no better. But now you older, you should know better.
What was your bedtime?
What, when I was young? 9 o'clock. I was so mad because all good TV start after 10.
9 o'clock? That ain't bad.
I ain't really have a bedtime like that, to be honest.
I don't think I did either.
I was just my parents were a little more, I guess, just
when my mom was going to bed, I was going to bed.
Oh, that was it. Would she tell you though? All right, time to go to bed.
Yeah, turn off the TV, man. We have to wake up early.
So what time was that?
Depends. It varies. I didn't have a specific time, so I have no idea. But I just know when she felt tired, I felt tired.
When she felt tired,
or you were forced to be tired?
No, usually we had the same clock because we woke up at the same time. Most of the days, she went to work, I went to work with her. I went to school. We came home at the same time. So it was just like we ate dinner at the same time. So it was like she tired. I'm pretty much tired too.
Hilarious, yo.
You that's wind down how your life is now. You're sleeping sporadic. You could be up early one day, you can be late one day.
Yeah.
I just like to live life, man. I don't really like to put pressures on it.
You mean like schedule wise? You just like to do your thing.
That's what I feel. Like if it was up to me, we'd be doing this podcast Wednesday, Saturday,
Monday.
I
get it.
No days.
Thank God it's not up to Mike.
Oh yeah, y'all lucky.
All the listeners are like, thank God it ain't up to Mike.
This man said Wednesdays and Saturdays.
No days.
Wednesdays, Saturdays, no
But
days.
the days I don't do it, y'all wouldn't want to hear from me because I ain't got nothing to talk about.
We put out a new skit that is called "Don't Do It for the D." Shout out to everybody in that skit. Everybody came through, did their thing. We felt like we need to talk about not doing it for the D since everybody was talking about doing it.
I got two for you.
For the D. Okay.
One, not doing it for the D, and not doing it for the P.
You get.
So the first one, someone on Facebook posted two pictures of his girlfriend, said, my baby, they gave her 20 years because she didn't tell on me. Every day, I'll be thinking about you every day. Just know you always be my woman crush every day. And when you get there, you're going to be good. I already put my peoples on game.
Hold on. She getting locked up.
20 years. Because she didn't tell because she did it for the D.
Nah, man.
I'm not going to jail for nobody.
Man.
Not happening.
I mean, the circumstances.
I don't know the full circumstances, but
not 20 years. Look, if
20 years.
20 years.
If she would have been getting 6 months,
yeah,
I'd be all right. She a G for that.
G for that. Yeah.
All right,
yeah,
cool,
6 months.
20 years.
But she taking 20 years for that man. He gonna be.
You know he ain't waiting that.
No. No.
Nobody wants to wait that.
As soon as he went in, he went out.
That's embarrassing. You yeah.
Did it say what she did? Oh man,
no,
he did. I mean,
he posted this. The dude posted. So he ain't go into details of what it's for, but obviously it's something serious. If she didn't tell on him, and she got 20 years for not telling on him, what he did, that was that serious.
I mean, that's worse than ride or die to me, because I mean, it's like, you know, if it was like ride, die, or spend 20 years locked up, you might choose ride or die over that.
Anybody I love, I don't want them to spend 20 years.
Exactly.
That's
the biggest
like,
point.
Like, nah, bro.
He weak
and you the man. And you the man. Like you the. I mean, I hate to put. I don't know.
I think girls after a certain age should stop the ride or die thing. Like, don't ride or die. Go get help.
After a certain
age. Like if we're in a fight, don't jump in. Go get help. Don't ride or die no more.
I'm telling my kids, the most important person to you is you.
You take care of yourself
first.
I think ride or die is more of a mental thing rather than, you know, instances like this. My girl, if I'm in a fight, I want her in her head to be like, ooh, I want to jump in there, but I want to be smarter.
Be smart. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Let me go get some help.
Yeah.
But I want her to be like, you know, just give a look like,
you want a little.
For
you
a second, like she
flinch.
thought about jumping in there.
You want to flinch,
but she
okay.
was like, no, let me go get some help.
My thing with her is, you know how long it took me to get to 20?
Yeah.
And you know what's funny about it?
It took you 20 years.
Yeah. You trying to be ass. That's funny. Because I said it to make a point. So you know how long it took me to get to 20? Half of those years I don't even remember. Honestly.
Yeah.
Like a lot of those memories
it's blurry.
It's blurry.
Yeah.
At this age, she gonna remember all 20 of these.
How old is she?
I don't know. She look young. This is a picture of her. She look young. She obviously in her 20s, but she gonna remember all of those 20 years.
Oh, she remember everything.
So this is gonna be a long stretch. I know they say time flies, but not when you in prison. I don't feel. I feel like it goes slow in prison.
Real slow. Damn.
So that's one case of
doing it for the D. Don't do it for the D.
She gonna watch our video and tell on him today.
She gonna be, I knew I shouldn't have done it. Dormtainment said I shouldn't have did it.
Imagine how messed up it would be if her boyfriend said, "Listen, baby, to get through, you know, I'm gonna keep giving you things, sending you things. Hey, I got you this phone. I put the Dormtainment podcast on there, the Comedy Trap House. They'll keep you happy the whole time. The first episode she played is this one. Yo, she's stupid as hell.
Don't do it for the D.
Don't do it for
man.
She'll go crazy.
20.
Yeah,
man. All right. The next one, when doing it for the P goes wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So the offensive line coach for the Miami Dolphins,
oh my God, I heard
got caught snorting coke before he went into a team meeting.
The offensive line coach.
Yes, because he recorded himself doing it because he's sending it to one of his girls, which was this black girl, which is she live in Nevada or something. I think she like a model or a stripper or something like that. I think. Don't quote me. But yeah, he at the end he licked the last bit of it off his finger. He said, "I wish I was licking it off your pussy." So doing it for the P going wrong, and now he all over the internet snorting coke. And
that is literally doing it for the P, y'all.
Instead of doing them lines, he should have been worrying about his offensive line. Because their running game right now is bad. And I see why now. Because they offensive line coach on coke.
She was gonna get satisfaction off just seeing him do that. And
I get the way he was talking about it, they do it together, but she said she's exposing him for the NFL players since they always trying to shun them, like the coaches and the owner. So you're like, this what they be doing behind closed doors. She said I got more too.
Wow.
So she said this is for all the NFL players.
I mean, he's stupid for doing. I mean,
and he recorded himself.
That's stupid.
It's everywhere. Like he did 3 lines, and then it's like.
And he sounds like a douchebag. If you hear him talk,
he goes wrong.
I think the only thing I've done drastic for the P is maybe drive 45 minutes to an hour. Other than that,
45 minutes to an hour.
Compared to what these two did, that seems pretty damn
5 hours straight, or it was just 10-minute drive and you in LA traffic.
No, not in LA, in Atlanta.
Okay, yeah, it was 45 minutes straight.
Yeah. So I mean, that's
pretty desperate.
I mean, you got.
I don't think that's too bad if it's guaranteed. 45 minutes.
You never know. You never know if it's guaranteed.
But it is a long time to be driving.
Yeah. But that's the extent of the craziness.
But it was guaranteed, or you didn't know. If you didn't know, then that's bad.
I was on the borderline. It was just one of them days. I was like, man, I'm just going to try this out, and then Yeah.
Hey, what I ever did for the P.
That's what I was really trying to think. Have I done any of that? But not. I mean, not in this group. I know we ain't done nothing crazy. But
I mean, I spend money. That's it.
Yeah.
And not like for it, but like to go out and probably be places I shouldn't be.
Yeah,
Mike, that's crazy.
You almost did something for the P. Remember when? I don't know if I can bring it up. You know what I want to say. It involves a restaurant. I don't know if we can bring up that situation.
I mean, this is. I wasn't going to do that for the P. That's about the same thing Mike was talking about. Like going to. No, I'm not doing that. Definitely not doing that.
And you know what's funny? Speaking of NFL though, that Jerry Jones. You heard what he said?
What he said
recently? I think it was this morning. Talking about.
I've been staying away from. We've been losing lately.
We lose.
He came out. He said, "We will not tolerate. This is done. We will not tolerate people not standing for the flag." He's
well, no one's been kneeling for Dallas anyway, so it don't matter if he said that or not.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to make a statement now because their views are affected. Their money is being affected.
Yeah. But Dallas is not. So but I mean,
I don't know, man. It's
who's affecting it? People who care about the flag, the patriarchs. Those people who are not watching anymore.
That's what they're saying. To me, it's all fickle because it's hard to say not watching things right now. People aren't doing it or are doing it because of the streaming stuff too nowadays. Like we're in a weird time where it's hard to count numbers of shows and all this because people are watching it from different aspects. So we don't know if this is just really about the kneeling for the flag thing, or is it this year just a bigger year because more things are streaming online. People can get their access. It's hard to tell, in my opinion. But
that's Trump making it about patriotism instead of social injustice. That's what he basically did when he came out. So he just switched the argument. So
interesting. I was going to say on the NFL. Do you say interesting or interesting?
I say interesting.
I say interesting.
Is there a certain?
You know what? I have noticed you say that so many times. Yeah, I think I heard somebody, or it was a comment on YouTube. Someone said, "I love when he says interesting," and they put the little dash between interesting.
See, I don't know because we say process, but everywhere else in the world they say process. So.
But Rome's not from anywhere else in the world.
Well, he actually is. He's born in Germany. He was born in Germany. Am I wrong?
No,
man. And how long were you there?
2 years.
Do they like 2 years football in Germany?
2 years of your life.
I'm not sure. I don't know anything about Germany. I want to go back, but
that's not good. You don't know about your heritage.
So
you should really learn. It is his heritage.
No, it's not.
I don't think
that's his motherland.
No, it's not.
He was born
Germany
there.
is his motherland. That's where he was incepted.
I don't think I was accepted there.
Incepted.
Yeah, like a dream.
Concepted.
I'm about to say that's you.
Concepted? No, that's where your parents had sex. I don't know where they had sex at, but you were born in Germany.
Yes.
Motherland.
And you spent 2 years of your life.
Y'all
there.
have a dark history, man.
while we was on NFL real quick, I just want to talk about Cam Newton.
Oh yeah, please.
Just want to talk about.
Well, my man
I for those who don't know, Cam Newton made some.
He replied.
He replied to a female analyst.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
female.
Jesus Christ!
You gonna get it?
He replied to a woman reporter
who asked him about like routes.
A very good question.
Yeah,
too.
good question.
The question was actually
a solid question.
This is a solid question. It's not. If it was a dumb question,
And here's the
I would have
thing:
laughed at this whole thing.
when I heard about it,
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, she must have asked him something."
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I first said. Yeah,
Right.
Mad stupid.
Yeah.
And of course he shouldn't have said what he said, but you know he just being a nigga. But then when I listened to what she asked him, I was like, why he responded like that?
And here's the thing: over the years we've seen Cam Newton go from like, you know, when he first came, he was like super crybaby type of thing. Then he kind of, you know, cleaned it up.
He still is.
No, I'm saying he tried to clean up a little bit. It wasn't as bad.
I don't know when he tried to clean it up.
I feel like he did better.
He was always the smiley guy in the commercials, but when things get bad, he always does cry. Always.
I still felt like he did a little bit, but he does. Yeah, he overall, yeah.
That Super Bowl, you saw that shake.
No, that's. But so he basically said to her in reply after she said about her running, about the route running, he said, you know, it's just kind of funny to hear a female talking about routes. But yeah, you know, it was
unnecessary.
It was just so unnecessary,
and it felt weird. It was like, bro, why? What do you think she's there for? Like, you think she don't know nothing about football?
And I had to step back and say maybe it was two sides of it. I said, okay, maybe if he was saying that it was funny as in, oh wow, that's cool, like I haven't heard a woman talk about routes like that. There's a different way to say it.
Even that.
But but I'm just saying it's just a different way to say if that's what he was going for. He says, you know, his sarcasm's got the best of him.
That's not just sarcasm. That's how he feels.
I think Mike said it best. If she's there,
she like
they just don't let anyone in this room. If she's in this room, she knows about sports. She knows about football. Like. There's no reason to make that comment.
It's a lot of reporters who never played the game and could tell you.
Okay, if she's a reporter,
because he's a reporter, ain't an analyst. Like some analysts since they got to cover so much, but she's just there for this sport. Right. She's a sports reporter.
I think the whole thing it was just unnecessary.
And the question she asked, when I heard I was like, oh, that's actually a good question about route running. You know, the physicality of his route running, and I was okay.
Also, Black Twitter is just unruly.
Oh yeah, I seen that. Oh, you don't know about that part?
If I was Cam Newton, I would have said I had a concussion.
I'm not gonna lie,
that's a good excuse. But
I would have just said I had a concussion.
They would have killed him.
It wouldn't have worked.
It wouldn't have worked.
It would have made it worse.
Why would it have made it worse?
Because they were like, now he's lying on top of it.
Lying. He's a liar.
How can you say he's a liar?
Because
he's an NFL player. They're prone to get concussions at any time.
You could tell he looked like.
Oh yeah.
I don't know the way he
did. It was a laugh. It was a smirk in the laugh. It was.
But that's the thing. There was no reason for that smirk. I don't know.
It reminded me of something like Dr.
Because I feel like his brain was telling him to smile for no reason, and then he just blurted out.
That's what made it worse because like before, as she was on the tail end of her sentence, he said.
It's like
I was like, why he start?
So what did you want him? What did you want her to ask you?
What?
Her being there, like, what do you think she gonna ask? Like,
she gonna ask
when
about
you called
football.
on her, what do you think she was gonna say?
I think it was.
Tell us about your blouse that you wore today. Oh well, you know that's funny you asked that. That's why I was wondering.
No, he would have been like, "Oh, now that's a good question coming from you,
right?" But that's what he expected. What did Twitter say?
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't know about this. This is funny. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is crazy.
So you know, Black Twitter is one of the most powerful entities in the history of.
And I think Dormtainment, you know, we have aligned partnerships with Black Twitter from time to time, so we have a good standing. We aren't Black Twitter, but we align with them pretty nice from time to time.
Yeah, we ain't piss them off yet.
Yeah. That's a good way.
That's good, pretty much. And basically, they went and dug up old tweets of her from the reporter.
I can read it.
And,
be verbatim.
And Cam is going to do me the honors and read her old tweets.
So she said, the earth moves at 450 miles per hour. That's 10 times triller than NASCAR Dale Earnhardt's bitch nigga.
That's one of the tweets.
And she's a white woman.
White woman.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
This from years ago.
Like 2012.
Earnhardt's a bitch nigga. She added someone laughing. Then she said, My dad is being super racist as we pass through Navajo land. He's the best. Racist jokes the whole drive home. So some of her old tweets.
Yeah, she tweeted them from her official account.
So, you know, they found that.
Yeah. They found it
and then they started going at her now.
So they went and found it and started.
And the only reason I'm usually don't like, okay, you found something old in a person's Twitter account that they said that has nothing to do with what we talking about. That doesn't make sense. But this actually is exactly plays on. If you're gonna get mad at a man for having stereotypes or something like that, and then you're putting out stereotypes on your own, then it just doesn't make sense.
And then I think she put out the apology or something like that.
What if she's concussed? What if her father was concussed while he was saying the racist jokes? We don't know. We making assumptions. See,
I don't think they were concussed.
Man, I need to be a lawyer, bro.
Concussed. But
you'd be like that lawyer representing Black China and the girl extorting Kevin Hart. They'd be the worst type of lawyer.
But I mean, both sides. I mean, in her case, those old tweets are terrible.
It's still no excuse for Cam.
But also at the same time,
he has more to lose.
There's no point in him saying that.
But it's an excuse for humanity. Because it's like, you know, people make mistakes, man. Like, okay, Cam made a mistake. Are we going to crucify him right now?
No, I don't think so.
The girl made a mistake, obviously in 2012 when she said those possibly concussed remarks.
You know what Cam reminds me of? Like, I had homeboys in high school that was just super talented, and they just always did stupid stuff, and it just made me mad.
Oh, we all had them.
It just made It just made you mad.
Two come to mind as soon as you say that, and Mike know who they are. You know what I'm saying?
So when I see Cam, like, as being, you know, this black guy, he's a great player, all that stuff. Every time I see him do, I'm like, come on, dog.
Niggas like that. What did they like? They've always been like, you know, the trophy of the family.
Yeah.
So it's just like, it's kind of, discipline wasn't necessarily something they've learned or repercussions. It's not like
you feel like in the house it just wasn't like
it's like good job Cam, that's my son Cam. Oh, Cam gonna be the man. Go to bed and wake up and be the man again. You know, ain't nothing really in between that. Ain't no life lessons. I don't know.
You can't.
He's saying that's what it seemed like.
I see, but there are some kids
ain't
that just come up.
Life in between. For me, like when you live that kind of trophy life, it's like even in Larry David had an episode last night where it's a trophy. This kid was a baseball player and he ended up breaking the kid's arm. Funny shit. But the way his dad was going on about the kid, it was like this kid has no time to like experience what it's like to go through a downfall or
some type of hardship.
Some type of, not even just a hardship, but just some type of you know, just pushback. Obstacle. It's different. It's different for you when you're a trophy. So I feel like Cam has always been a trophy, and now that he sometimes he gets the chance to say stuff, and he might say some stuff, and he's like, "Oh, what was wrong with that?" Like, nigga, you can't say that.
Yeah. Okay. Now I see where you're going with it. Yes,
you didn't know you couldn't say that. Like I would have said some shit like that at 16 or 15. Yeah. Like, oh, you're a woman, you don't know anything about.
You think
sports.
He's been coddled a little bit, like he's this prince boy. Who grew up.
But I think he's been in the league too long to not realize.
That's what I'm saying. Like eventually, that's not
even rookie. He's not a rookie. He's been in how many years now?
What's the league? The league is a protected.
No, but I'm saying he's messed up in the league before, and he's seen the ramifications of it.
But
so now
he's never
been
approached with nothing like this, with women equality and stuff like that. So this is new to him.
I don't know what was the other controversy he was in.
How old is he?
I can't remember.
I mean,
he's been in so many, but it was something big before this too that he should have learned.
Now real life is hitting him slowly. It's still slow, but it's hitting him, and now he's not really taking the obstacles well. He's not handling them well because he just never really had to face nothing like that.
Yeah, concuss or not, he shouldn't have said it.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's pretty much what it
boils down to.
Since we're still on sports, let's talk about Jeremy Lin.
Oh, what happened?
Okay. Or should I say Jeremy Lyon?
Uh-oh.
So Jeremy Lin came out this season with dreads.
Yeah.
He did.
With dreads?
With dreads. And I saw it first before I heard the backlash.
You talking about Jeremy Lin, the Asian
basketball player who was a standout like a couple years ago for the New York. Yeah. And now he plays for the Nets. And preseason now, he came out first game against the Heat. He had dreads.
Okay.
So, I saw this before preseason. I was like, oh, shit, Jeremy got dreads. I actually liked him. I was like, oh, this shit kind of tight.
Yeah.
He look hard, too.
They long?
Shades on the side, long,
Okay.
He make him look nice.
All right.
And then right after that, I saw like something about Kenyon Martin saying something about his dreads. So Kenyon Martin took to Instagram and was like, "Hey, come on, boy, you know what you is."
Come on, boy. You
man.
know what you is.
We get it. You trying to be black. We get it.
You know what you
Come on,
is.
bro. Come on, bro. Somebody got to tell this, like basically saying that stuff.
Yeah.
And then Jeremy Lin came back and was like, pretty much he answered him in the PC way, telling him that, yeah, that's the dreads right there. But Jeremy Lin basically...
You want me to read it verbatim?
There you go.
Hey, man, it's all... Well, this is Jeremy Lin response back to Kenyon Martin. He said, hey, man, it's all good. You definitely don't have to like my hair, and you are definitely entitled to your opinion. Actually, I am legit grateful for you sharing it, to be honest. At the end of the day, I appreciate that I have dreads and you have Chinese tattoos because it's a sign of respect. I think as minorities, the more that we appreciate each other's cultures, the more we influence mainstream society. Thanks for everything you did for the Nets and the hoops, and had your poster up on my wall growing up. That's the best way to respond in the world, honestly.
Because now lying about the Chinese tattoos.
That was an atomic bomb.
That was it.
Because it was shade, but he did it beautifully. And now Kenyon Martin feel bad. I know he feel bad. He may not feel bad.
Come out saying, "Oh, I can say what I want to say," but you feel stupid.
What's going on? Everybody judging people.
Yeah, man.
That was a poetic,
it was very poetic. And I'm on Jeremy Lin's side, man. As a black man, I'm on Jeremy Lin's side. Do what you need to do, as long as you appreciate where it comes from. That's all I say.
Because you can't have Chinese tattoos on you and then talk about somebody else taking from your culture.
I'm starting to notice a trend, man. See, athletes now are getting more room to say their mind, speak their piece, because that's what I feel like the majority of people started wanting. People like, let them be who they are. You know what I'm saying? Let them do what they want. Don't stand. And now that they starting to say they really speak their mind, they saying some stupid ass shit.
Not all. You gotta be fair. Not all. Some. This is like in any genre.
My black brothers just said some stupid racist stuff and sexist stuff. I'm just like, come on, man. If we giving you these opportunities to say things, and now the other thing Cam Newton got in trouble for that time was telling what's his name on Kaepernick when he brought up Kaepernick. You remember? And he was saying he don't really like him standing, he don't have to do all that. Like he didn't really.
He didn't really.
Yeah, and then he kind of flip flop.
Oh yeah.
But
there was something before that too, though, that he had to flip flop on. That was big controversy for him.
He's out here flip flop.
I can't remember. Man, at the end of the day,
because I get it. It's dreads, and it's of course it might look funny to some people, but it's his hair, man.
It's just pretty cool.
Let him do his thing. With his hair.
Cool. He looks
I can see if he came out and said, I came up with this hairstyle. Like,
he looks like a cool anime character. Now is that racist? I don't know, but he does look like a cool anime character.
Now
and if there's any race that really appreciates, for the most part, black culture, it's Asian culture. Like they always been into hip hop.
What's the genes? We used to Red Monkeys,
Monkeys, all that stuff. But they love Wu-Tang. Like I know a lot of Asian people. They appreciate. There is racist. There are racist Asian people, the older generation. But for the most part, Asian people appreciate black culture,
and we actually black people, if anything, we love Asian culture.
We love Asian culture as well.
It was hard for me to understand the cultural appropriation thing. Is because everyone culture appropriates, and shouldn't that be a good thing? You having Asian tattoos, like any that's just a popular thing. We took that from them and just made it our own or whatever. But why can't it be more like paying homage? You know what I'm saying? When Asian people sag their pants in other countries as a fashion, we should be like, okay, that's cool. They took that from us. We took that from them. People share things. We took,
How'd you feel?
I don't care for the sagging pants thing.
How'd you feel about?
But I mean, not that. But any other of our style and stuff is influenced.
But even just food, food is one of the best ways to merge cultures and learn about cultures. And when you come together and you cooking, like the way Asian people and black people confuse their food nowadays. Like how many people I love Chinese food growing up. It's anywhere. That's one of the best things. Like that's one of the ways you experience different cultures, music. So all of that, Asian and black people, they merge well together.
Mid-roll. Hey, all you visual artists out there, listen up with your eyes. That's the joke. You get it? Now I got something on my shoulder that I need to get off, and it ain't no chip. Don't you hate when you edit a project and you just need to find that good stock video or stock photo? But you ain't trying to pay that much for it, because we ain't got it. But that's where Video Blocks comes in. You see, with Video Blocks, you get studio quality stock for a fraction of the cost. And download all the stock video your heart desires from their member library, including HD footage, After Effects templates, motion backgrounds, and more.
Plus, save on millions of additional marketplace clips where the artists take home 100% of the sale price. So you heard right. Go to videoblocks.com/Trap House to try out all the stock video you can imagine, free for 7 days. That's videoblocks.com/Trap House to save on millions of studio quality clips from Video Blocks. So you'll never be in an edit predicament again. Now, let's get back to the show.
Our neighbor is Asian, and she offered Emmanuel a ride home one day. So
that's solid. How'd you feel about Miley? Her or when the
Miley or Kylie?
No, Miley side.
But see,
when
hers
she remixed that song.
No, hers was different. Though. She appropriated culture.
Yeah,
she used it
just with the twerking thing. And
she used it to get hot again. She used it, and as soon as she was done with it, she came out against it. Like, I can't really listen to this type of music and all this. And you was the one pushing twerking and all that stuff. Like, that's whack.
You a hypocrite.
You a hypocrite.
You just.
I feel like you just have to be about the culture. Like Jeremy Lin, I could tell he grew up listening to hip hop. He likes this stuff.
Right.
Basketball.
Right, exactly.
It's just like one of those things. Miley Cyrus, you're a country girl. You grew up listening to country music. You could like hip hop if you want to, but don't try to come here and make money off of it
and then try to shun it
and dump it to the side.
Now you can't take it and then be like, but I don't like that. I'm not like, what? You should be showing love. Yeah, I love Wu-Tang. I love all these Drake or all the people.
Because even if you go back and do your country music, don't just go and do your thing, but don't just say, oh, that's I don't like where that's going on.
Right.
But I'm sorry. When did she say this?
She said,
top of this year, end of last year, because now she's doing a different type of music. She changed her image. She went back to what she was.
But I just heard her recently remix Bodak Yellow into a country.
She was
song.
on Fallon. Yeah, they did. Fallon has a game where
it's a game though.
You do a genre and you do one genre like pop, and then they give you like a rap song and you have to fuse it.
That's cool.
But it's still like it sounded. Because it was her, I think it was.
Yeah, just because her.
She just came out and talked down about it. Yeah. Now that she went back, so that's like you was appropriating culture. Yeah. Like she told me, I can't really listen to that.
That's
that
not
culture.
Really you now.
But you was pushing that culture. You was twerking. You was bringing out black girls on stage.
Nobody asked you.
You was naked everywhere. Like
at least show.
And the thing is, she kind of made a mockery of what she thinks hip hop is by doing that, like coming out looking crazy and twerking and doing all that dumb stuff.
Right.
Y'all talking about twerking? Yeah, but not the good kind.
Yeah.
Miley Cyrus and
and I know that's hard to believe, but it's not the good kind of twerk. Yeah. We Chaz,
It could have been water in there.
Tough guy.
It could have been water.
You turning into a bully. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
You're a twerk bully.
You're appropriating our podcast.
He coming back. You appropriating our podcast.
There's water in this one.
No problem. Yeah, there's things in that. Let's relax.
You're a twerk bully.
You're a twerk bully.
So before we get off the sports thing, I just want to read y'all a little, summary, a little snippet, a synopsis or something. In a critical Game 5, the Minnesota Lynx pulled the upset of the year by beating the Los Angeles Sparks 85-76, winning the 2017 WNBA title. ESPN reports the win gives Minnesota its 4th championship title in 7 seasons. I had no idea.
When did this happen?
NBA final.
Hold on. It's funny you say that.
Shout out to Karen. But I had no idea the WNBA finals was going on.
And that's not even being funny.
This is not even being funny. This is how baffled I was. I think last week. Because I took a screenshot of this when.
It's bad promotion.
October 5th.
How do you think that can change? Because I literally heard nothing.
I heard nothing about. I didn't even know the season was going on. That's my ignorance. That is ignorance on me. But I had no idea. And it just baffled me when I saw.
For it too,
I'm not looking for it. I don't watch Sports Center as much as I used to, of course. But it's just I seen nothing.
Yeah. Well, what they gonna show on Sports Center?
But we just saying anything.
Like show the highlight. Don't fall into the cam trap. I'm asking questions. You falling into the cam trap? That's a cam question.
No, but you know what?
There ain't no highlights in there.
Hey man, this ain't no matter of. It's not. Look, the best of the best athletes when it comes to basketball are in the NBA. There's nothing you could say about that.
No, you can't say that because they are, phenomenal athletes. It's just
I didn't say they're not phenomenal.
But you saying the best of the best. That's a saying that they not great athletes. The way you wording that is
no. He's saying I said the best of the best. They are not the best of the best in the world. The best of the best of the world are NBA.
But as women, they are
the best of the best. As women, now you're separated. I'm not categorizing.
But that's what it sounds like when you say that.
Because you just said as women they are.
Because I'm saying the best of the best in tennis.
You gonna say athlete?
The best of the best in tennis is Serena Williams and Venus Williams and whoever else, and they on SportsCenter all the time.
But you don't know about the men's tennis players. And do you think a men's tennis player could beat Serena?
No,
because that's what when you say about the NBA, the best of the best are in the NBA, saying that just they have no shot.
No, he's saying that's what it sounds like, but that's not what he's saying, doesn't it?
Well, what I'm saying, I'll tell you right now, is that NBA players are the best and the best of the world, period. There's no, whether it's genetics, whether it's because physically they are men and bigger and stronger and faster, they can dunk, they can do crazier, wild tricks. They're just better because we are physically built for that. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. What's the point? It is. What do you mean? They're more interesting to watch. You're gonna want to see high flying dunks through the air. You're gonna want to see all the things they can do. You know what I'm saying? It's just more interesting. You want to see them run faster. It's like for me to watch the
WNBA. It's like I'm just doing it because it's like I already have the best here. Why would I go to the WNBA and watch something that's less of what that is?
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Women or not, it doesn't matter.
Like the only way that can change, and this is again not a sexual thing. The only way that can change is if you start bringing women into the NBA. You know what I'm saying? So let's see who they can compete. Let's see if some of these ladies can compete and stay on teams, and then
I'm not watching Big Three highlights either.
Yeah, I'm not.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm not even watching the game. I don't even watch NBA that much, honestly. So it's like I'm not going to watch. I watch NBA more when it's playoffs.
But it's just crazy. But I know what Cam's saying. It's just crazy. It's crazy how like it was no. It was no.
I just
promotion.
had no idea
Because even when the NBA is not on, you know that it's on when it's on.
Oh yeah.
But that's because more people are watching.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get it. But he's just saying in the case of WNBA,
on IG.
Or it could just be the people I follow, or is this the people I follow, or the places I go for information just didn't highlight it.
But no, places I haven't seen it either. None of us, between all of us.
Yeah, all of us didn't know. Then there's
something's wrong here.
Yeah,
like I just found out that NBA starting early. I wouldn't know. I don't know usually when I don't know when the NBA draft is. I don't know when.
Eventually,
I just don't know.
Yeah, but you definitely would have heard. You might not know the date. You knew about the draft though. Lonzo Ball. You knew all.
That's the first time I ever been interested in the NBA
draft. It's always
draft.
Awareness of these things. It's just like WNBA. Either
but that's what I'm saying. You think more promotion is gonna help?
No.
What? For ratings?
WNBA, yeah.
It'll make me know that it's
honestly,
going on.
Honestly, I don't think so.
That's
not
what
gonna help
saying.
with ratings.
Like, why are you going to watch, the best of the regular cars rather than the fast speed cars? Okay, that sounded very bad.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta watch where you work.
But what I'm saying is, it still holds true that I want to watch the faster version. I want to watch the best of the best.
I mean,
players.
I've asked women about the WNBA, and they be like,
Yeah, it's not even.
So it's not really a
that's
sex
the main
thing.
reason I'm saying it's not a sex.
Like the only reason I would watch it just because support. Like, let's support them. But
see, and I think that's just in the NBA because other sports you would watch women. You know what I'm saying?
When they're the best at it.
What you mean?
But but even like, okay, Serena, she is the best. But what happened if every man tennis player can beat her? Is she the best?
I don't know.
I'm just saying hypothetically, going off the points y'all making. Hypothetically,
if
every man tennis player can beat her, that's a professional. Is she the best? So why would you watch her then?
In the world? Then no.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's not necessarily about if they could beat her, but the entertainment level is the same when I watch a woman's match and a man's match. There's really no big difference. It's not like the men are over here flipping and the women
that's a better point. I can take that point. That's a better point.
I can watch a women's match and be still entertained and excited.
They're gonna do the same thing the men do.
But when I watch a WNBA game, it's like watching a middle school game.
Okay, well, a good example. I used to watch a little bit of lingerie football. That was pretty good. They were out there hitting.
Yeah, actually, that was
and the games always used to go down to the wire. It's so weird.
It is very sexist, but they were entertaining.
That is the reason I thought it was entertaining as well, though. Like
they were balling.
They were balling. Like the games
but also
were good.
You like looking at their butts and their bodies. Obviously, it's lingerie.
That's what got me there in the first place. This was when we was in Atlanta. So this was what 4 or 5 when I first saw the first game. But every game I watched 5 of them.
Right.
I remember I watched 5 of them. Everyone went down to the wire. I got more into the game than even what I didn't care about what they were wearing because the game was so good. I was like, damn. So the NBA could be that good. It could go down to the wire. Maybe all the games.
NBA?
WNBA, I mean, could be that good if more people gave it a chance.
But that's what I'm saying. The level of intensity is never going to be that. It's never going to be as strong as NBA players. It's not going to be as physical. It's not going to be as, you know what I'm saying? It's just different. Like female or male volleyball, like I love both of those, but I like the women's volleyball more. You know what I'm saying? Like I honestly enjoy watching women's volleyball more. They can all pretty much on both sides do the same things. It's not like you can't dunk in volleyball necessarily. The women's could do the same thing. So I like watching the women's volleyball, especially during Olympics, way more. And they're beautiful on top of that. They're nice to look at. You know what I'm saying? They're all in shape, look good. You know, but that's just the realness.
So what do you think, taking away from this argument, can the WNBA do anything?
I think they need to bring more awareness to it, honestly, so more people give it a shot. And then if they give it a shot, they'll be like, okay, this is pretty good. I'll watch more of this.
But deep in my heart, I don't think it's going to help. But
I think it'll always be niche.
It's gonna sound bad when I say this, but the only way they're gonna fix it is if the players get better, and that means women players gonna have to work as hard as men players at their physical skills.
But that's
I don't know. I think they do work hard.
No, they work hard. That's what I'm saying. I just don't think physically, like it's not even like it's just genetics. It's not even a matter.
I don't think so. I don't think so, man. I don't think it's just I think if they put in as much, they'll be close.
But I can't say that because I see it. I go to Skylar Diggins.
You're kind of. What's the word I'm looking for? You're taking away from their hard work. Those women work extremely hard.
I go to Skylar Diggins' IG. She be working hard.
No. They are extreme athletes. They work hard. They go in all the time. But there are physical limitations that we have as human beings. You know what I'm saying? I can pee standing up. You know what I'm saying? Women could too. But it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like there's differences, man. Like they're not going to be as big. They're not going to be as like powerful as just a man athlete. Maybe more than us. Yeah. Because we ain't athletes in here, you know.
Speak for yourself.
You're not an athlete.
Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself.
How fast Serena can hit a ball compared to a man, and if it's the same, then my point is made. Because if Serena can work as hard but
we specifically talking about basketball.
No, it's different.
No, it's different.
Because remember, you said the same thing. You said tennis is the same thing.
Even like what's that girl that was dunking a couple years ago? Brittany Griner. If she already can kind of dunk, if she actually worked at dunking, she would probably be in through the roof.
But I can't say she ain't work at dunking.
Man. Yeah, I could say she ain't working dunking. Look, man. By the way she dunk, I could tell she don't dunk. She don't be working at dunk. I could tell as a basketball player, I could tell she don't dunk. She ain't trying to dunk. She ain't working her legs. She ain't doing the right exercise. I can tell. It's like as a musician, you can tell someone you ain't really practicing your rap right now. You ain't really practicing your dunking. Nah, you ain't really squatting in the gym like that.
Yeah, they be squatting.
And you can look at her legs and be like, you ain't squatting. I can see it. So that's what I'm saying. I don't feel like it's taken as serious to them. Maybe because their sport isn't as big, and I don't know.
I can't say that. I see them working hard.
Everything has its exceptions, right? They're gonna be.
If you see it on IG, somebody working hard, they ain't necessarily working.
But I see LeBron on IG. That's where I see him working hard.
But then you can see it in the game too, and you see.
But I see it with Scott Diggins. What you mean? You can't take away their work ethic.
They're women. They're dunking. Like they have physical.
Yeah, but they still working hard.
I don't want to put women on it. That's my thing. I feel like I'm actually saying I don't want to put no woman on it.
But now you're being not realistic. I'm talking about science.
That is realistic.
No,
I'm not going to say.
It's a good debate. This is a good debate.
When it comes to football and maybe hitting hard and stuff like that, yeah. But you could jump. Anyone can try to jump and actually get up there if you worked at it. Jumping is just jumping. Shooting from a distance is just shooting at a distance.
Bro, I know many guys that can't even get up there. Even if they work hard. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of guys can get up there that try.
I know football players, running backs that were kind of shorter that had all the strength in their legs. And when they jump up, they can't dunk.
It's different.
It's just a physical limitation.
When you're running and then when you're jumping, it's two different types of strength. To build your jumping agility, you have to do certain things. And I don't think these women are doing these things. They're not working the
same way.
That's not facts. That's opinion.
That's my opinion. Of course, it's my opinion. But I could see it from what I see in the games that I try to watch, and from when I watch Brittany Griner trying to dunk, and when I watch this other high school girl trying to dunk in the dunk contest. I was like, y'all ain't work.
So let me ask you: do you feel you could train any girl to dunk?
I'm not a trainer.
But I'm saying based on what you say.
Yeah, I feel like if you get a trainer, if you get a real trainer and bring a girl with, I feel like give them a couple months, a year, that girl will be flying through the roof.
How tall does she have to be?
She don't have to be that tall. She could be a regular height. She could be my height.
That's not
not regular height.
For a woman.
For basketball.
No, they still don't usually be
6'1" is not average for basketball.
No,
in the
they still be short out there too.
That's an average.
The physics.
6'5" is average in NBA. 6'6", 6'1" in WNBA. That's average.
I don't know. 5'2". Type in the average. What is?
Oh man,
what's the average WNBA player height?
The average WNBA player is 6 feet.
Okay, 6 feet. Okay, that's the 6, and that's what I mean. See, now you're proving me right by giving me that statistic, because the average in the NBA is 6'7".
They say the average
physical limitation.
The average point guards in WNBA are 5'9", 5'6", 5'4", 5 feet.
Okay, 5'4".
Yeah, some of them 5'4".
And that's what
that's point guards. It's WNBA.
Okay, but look, type in NBA average height.
That still is not proving anything.
It does prove.
We know that they're bigger, but
that's all that matters.
But I can still point at smaller guys and people from guys in high school, middle school who've been dunking.
Say 6'7".
Exactly.
But I know that. I know that's not my point. I'm not saying that.
But how's
my point is if it's not necessarily you were born to be 6'1", you can't do that. That's like telling someone you're short, you can't play basketball.
No, I'm not saying that. But that's a power. Look. There are exceptions to some people, but on average, people that are going to be taller are more likely to dunk. The guys in the NBA are all 6'7" on average.
But they weren't always 6'7" on average. Some of them dudes started off at 5. I mean, they
had their growth spurts in high school.
But even when they were younger, because I've playing basketball since I was in middle school, there's dudes who were 5'9", 5'10", 5'11", 6 who've been dunking since middle school.
Yeah, but it's still different. Their muscles are different.
And even when I was 6'1" and I'm a man and I'm in the same grade as them, I couldn't dunk, and it wasn't because I'm physically incapable. When I started working on my legs and working on my agility, then I started dunking, and I was like, it ain't got nothing to do with how I'm built. It's just how I work.
No, it does have to do with how you build. You're 6'1", 6'2". It helps you compared to another guy at your scale.
And then you got a girl that's 6'1", 6'2".
But look, you got to factor in your.
But then she has different muscles.
You got to factor in your.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I feel like you could work to have the same type of agility as someone else. And there's a difference. There's a difference between hitting in football and jumping. That's what I'm saying.
But you got to factor in your wingspan too. You got long arms that's gonna help you out.
We can factor in my toes. We can factor in everything. But at the end of the day, if you work to something, I feel like woman or man, you can achieve it. That's
a wonderful sentiment, and I believe that to be true too. But it has to be within the realms of what you are built, what you are made to do.
Talking about, especially in basketball, like what is
the biggest? Look, the athlete.
Like, I can understand you not like LeBron James. You can't pummel through people. I can understand that if you're a woman, you might not be able to do that. Even though I still feel like if you wanted to, like the girl from Game of Thrones, if she wanted to, she could run through a nigga.
That's the show,
you know
man.
What I'm saying? But I'm just saying her physical.
But that's what I'm saying. That's rare and in between. It's rare to find a woman like that. It's rare.
I know.
But what I'm saying is the average people want to watch more NBA because all those guys are built for that. Okay. They are built for that. The greatest male athlete in the world is probably going to beat the greatest female athlete in the world. The greatest
depending what sport.
Depending what sport. The biggest strong man in the world is going to probably beat the biggest strong woman in the world because they're too physically different. That's why we separate them.
But then it also depends what they're doing too, because if it's an endurance test and strength, she may have more endurance.
Yeah, but just on average, usually it's
about strength.
Not to say there are exceptions. Again, there are exceptions of women that could do anything. But I'm just saying on average, I want to see, because men are naturally built for things. Just like we were hunter and gatherers. The men go and hunt, the women stayed at home.
But then there's tribes where it's the opposite. There's this case.
Yeah,
like lions. The lioness
the
goes
female goes out because they're built for it, though. You know what I'm saying? But there are males that go out and kill sometimes too.
No, I just think because them lions, they just jerks. They just boss. So they be like, I'm the king. You go hunt for me.
I
they just
think
jerks.
people like Brittany Griner are built to play basketball. She's tall. She's long.
Yeah.
But is she taking advantage of her length and her?
I think she is,
I think
she is
man.
built to play basketball. But it's just not basketball. A lot of people want to watch.
I know
people want to watch the other guy, the guys
because those guys are taking their.
No, you can't say they not. How can you?
I'm telling you, man.
But you're testing.
Even in high school when we trained and they trained, I could tell like they not doing what we do.
Well, maybe that's.
But it's like that could be about passion too. A lot of people in high school just playing sports just to do something, so they may not be as passionate. Especially if you're on a team. Especially on a team that ain't really winning. Our high school didn't win much.
Our women's team had a better record, so they actually had a reason to play. But I'm just telling you, our practices and their practices were different. We ran, we did all these things that niggas was mad at. But when we watch their practice, they come on the court, they just scrimmage all game, and it's like, okay, they didn't really have to do nothing today.
Listen, man, I'm telling you, it's gonna be hard. I mean, let's say I can never say never,
but making everybody think that it's a big difference when honestly, if y'all just work the same.
And see, that's why while you're saying it, I'm thinking in my head now. I'm like, is that is the consciousness?
See, that's
people
why I can't
thinking
say
that
it.
way, making it like that. But I just feel like from a scientific standpoint that we are just physically bigger and strong. It's just how we're built. Like, and people are going to be more interested in the bigger, the stronger, the faster, the more. And that just happens to be male athletes. You know what I'm saying? It just happens to be like that. Not there aren't
just
female athletes that are amazing. Huh?
What about track?
Track is more of a football. Any more physical?
What about track, Cam?
Like,
is there any case of any woman who runs like around the same as a man, or is it?
It's women in track that can beat me running. Honestly, but when you compare it back to compare it back to the best of best argument Emmanuel's bringing up, when you look at this, take the 100,
the top record,
the sprinters, their times are faster than the women's times.
Yeah.
But those women can all beat me in a race.
Exactly. And that's why, because you know why? Because they work hard. They're passionate about their shit. And that's why we can't take away from that.
Right.
Like, I'm not saying female athletes are lazy or something like that. They work hard, but they just have physical limitations that we have to separate each other sometimes. If we all put it together, then you're going to have questions of, okay, you can't hit if you put NBA and WNBA together, they're gonna start being problems, right? Because you can't be. You already in the NBA can't be as physical as you used to be. Now you're gonna have to completely change the game to where the physical of it would be so less because this one group of people are so much more dominant than these others. Now it becomes more finesse. But I like seeing physicality.
Do you think the NBA? Us five in this house can go play any WNBA team and beat them?
No, absolutely.
And that's what I feel. I think we will do pretty good, but I don't think we'll beat them because this is what they do all day.
What we playing to?
I'm not going to claim that at all.
21. We'll get.
Them girls are tall too.
We'll get like 12.
Now WNBA versus a good high school basketball team, is that comparable? A really good. I don't know, because
if you're talking about a good basketball team, that means they were recruiting, and those players are hitting their growth spurts, so they are the same size. And I don't know.
Yeah, male basketball, high school male basketball team would kill.
If you're talking about a good male basketball team,
good male basketball team,
not with top recruits, I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
But just us, they probably beat us.
Oh no, they'll mollywop us. I think we'll get some shots off though, for sure.
I'm definitely gonna get some shots off. But
if we play really hard,
it's gonna be.
If we play really hard, it'll be a good game.
If y'all let me coach y'all for the month and we like come out there,
so we're gonna go through some training.
And then pick and rolls and really know how to set them and stuff. I feel like we can kill them.
You feel like we could kill them?
A WNBA?
WNBA?
I think you underestimating them, man.
6-12.
You underestimating them.
All right,
I think we could beat them 6-12.
I would like to see this happen. If you're in the WNBA, please hit up at Dormtainment.
It's like episode of Martin.
I don't mind getting like made a fool of. Let's just test it out. Let's just do it. Let's play against each other. We'll play 5-on-5, and we'll see who comes out. We'll do half court because I ain't doing all that running.
Yeah, we know that running because I physically can't.
I want to say, since we over here talking about basketball and shooting your shot, I want to make a transition.
Okay.
It's the end of the era. The start of shooting your shot online for us is coming to an end December 15th. It's called AOL Messenger. They're finally shutting it down.
Oh shit!
That's the original shoot your shot.
That's the original shoot your
You
shot.
telling me it's not been shut down?
I thought it been honestly. I thought it been shut down.
It's shut down this year after 20 years. It started back in 1997, and it will be ending December 15th.
We were there, man.
And we were
they made a statement.
There.
Yes. All the 80s babies, you know what AIM is.
Damn.
That was the first, shooting your shot message system.
AOL with the little open the door close sound and all that.
You put the ASL, age, sex, location. You didn't know what they looked like. You really had to go off personality.
Yeah. And these people, I probably talked to some crazy people.
Catfishing all day.
Oh yeah.
I used to be 6 feet, athletic build, Miami.
Athletic build.
Yo, everybody had athletic build.
Everyone's an athletic build. No one talked bad about it.
And it was so fun. It was so fun. I don't care what anybody says. It was
You know what was crazy me thinking about this morning? Everything now, our phone, our computer, all updates just come through here.
Yeah.
Updates for LOL, you had to get it at a grocery store, at a department store. AOL, sorry. AOL at a department store, grocery store. You had to go get the disc.
Yeah,
like you'll see it was all free. You be like, is a new one out? You didn't even know until you just saw it. You pick it up and go update it at home. You had to get a physical disc.
We seen the beginning and the end
Was that the first social media
of our era?
What was before that?
I don't know. But for our era,
online social media.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, for our era, that was
what other was before
I think Messenger Birds.
Maybe eHarmony was around back then. I don't know.
The Messenger Birds. They put it. They wrote a note. They put it in there.
That's true. That's true. But
no, but I'm just talking about for our generation. AIM
online, though.
AIM was the first.
I feel like AIM was the first.
Had to get the dial up going. That was dial up days. You had to load up that modem.
Somebody listen to this and they
don't know what
they're like. Dad, what they talking?
They don't know that robot sounding.
Thank God I had one of those.
And then you got online.
That was like into technology and stuff. So as soon as I think early on, he switched from like that dial-up shit to cable. Comcast, I think, had his internet came out.
That's a whole new world.
And it was fast. I was like,
that's a whole new world.
All the porn on there.
Oh yeah, every bit of it.
My dad was so sick of us using the phone line. He said, "I'm just gonna get y'all second line."
Are you serious?
Yeah, because you had to hook it up to the telephone line, so you couldn't get any calls when we were online.
Damn.
Like that's how old that shit is.
And now we literally just click a button.
That is wild.
But so we had to get 2 lines just to use the internet, and Chaz was on it all day. Yeah, like he wanted to put me on AOL because I was just like, "What are you doing on here?" And he would just be all day, all night, this messaging. And then I was like, "Man, give me these video games." I finally started messaging. Oh, okay. I see why you on here.
Because it felt like you just meeting a bunch of new people. Like it just was a whole new world.
And then they had chat rooms. You could go to different chat rooms. Man, I remember you can go to locations. You can go to type. Like it was crazy.
The chat room.
I was never on it, but I had friends that were on it and like cousins that were on it. But yeah, I remember them sending messages telling me you could talk to this girl, whatever. I'm talking to this girl and show me messages.
And then I had girls send me pictures, and now I think I know that wasn't them.
Of course, catfish.
Know that wasn't them, but it was so exciting. I was like, oh shoot, man.
But then you think about where they getting these pictures.
Where they getting these pictures from? Who this?
Yeah, for real.
Because there was no Facebook. You couldn't just pull people's pictures like so.
Damn, you couldn't just drag and drop.
I don't even think you could Google at the time.
Like Google didn't Google.
No, I don't think Google was around yet.
But nobody was Yahoo.
Yahoo was still
everybody was still
Google wasn't even.
Think about it. No one had pictures uploaded to the internet like that. So it was like.
Because what years were we on there? It wasn't 97.
Even if Google was out, I'm saying people weren't Googling. Like it was still Yahoo.
It was
Ask Jeeves and Yahoo.
Yahoo. It was what else?
Those
was like other
Ask Jeeves, Yahoo. There was I feel like it was one more.
I think AOL had a search on their site or something.
Yeah, but I usually did Yahoo.
Yeah, I was Yahoo.
I was Ask Jeeves guy. I like
Ask Jeeves too. What Jeeves doing?
Asking people why he ain't around no more.
Look how far we come in just a couple of years, man.
But MySpace totally blew AOL Messenger out the window. That changed the game. Yeah. Tom changed the game.
Oh yeah. See, that's my generation right there that I really consider.
And now I can just say, "Hey Siri, how many feet are in a mile?"
Please get it wrong.
1 mile is 5,200.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you gotta plug that into the wall, hear that robot sound.
I might not would have found the information.
Oh yeah, no. You better go ask somebody.
Ask Jeeves would have known. Let me see if Jeeves still around.
Jeeves.
Let me see.
That's crazy. That's wild.
That's
And where are we going to be in the next 10, 20 years now after this?
I'm just gonna go like this.
Probably. You saw the new TVs that they doing, the LG TVs that come out.
Foldable one.
They're like paper thin. You dudes just literally just stick it on their wall and watch it, and it's like the perfect
Like a projector,
color,
like almost
perfect.
like a projector kind of. Like I mean, well, it's thin like that.
It's just
like,
paper thin.
Shit.
It's just paper. You just stick it on your wall and you watch TV. It's like there's no like it comes with a sound bar for all the plugins.
It's gonna start being. Let me see it on your phone. Oh, all right, hold on.
Right? Oh yeah. Hold up here. You know what I'm saying? That's it's getting wild.
Pretty soon,
bro.
I feel like all your stuff is just gonna be out, and you won't need a device,
Yeah.
and you just see stuff, and you maybe only you.
How
can
would
see
they do that?
Somebody
though?
gonna
like
call
you think they'll give you
Somebody
contact?
call you gonna
Probably.
say hello.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask y'all this. Are we worse off because we know what it was before internet and before just having
we
mobile
talked about
phones? Or is this generation that's all they know, having internet and phones and all that, going to be worse off? Who's worse off?
I don't know. I don't know who's worse. I don't know.
Because they are exposed to more, but I don't know if that's for the good or for the bad. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's where we are right now. Like we're in the question mark.
Yeah, we're in
is
the
it
question
gonna
mark.
be
Yeah.
worse or not?
We don't know.
because we're kind of messed up because we were in that transition.
We are a social experiment.
Yeah, we are because
Definitely our generation
Yeah, we're
was, because
social,
we know
yeah.
both sides.
the millennials are like
social,
you
yeah.
know
You know how we feel guilty
the millennials.
sometimes for being too much on our phone? I wonder if that's because we're in that
Yeah.
space.
Yeah.
And maybe kids after us probably, it's whatever, it's life.
yeah, it's part of life.
That's all they know. That's a good question.
They've asked people on the radio about their phone. I think they was having a questionnaire. Have you ever left without your phone? Some people that were younger were just like, yeah, no, I don't leave my phone. Why do I need to leave my phone? It has everything on it.
Right,
And that's we like, well, sometimes I like to leave it.
Because we're caught in this weird phase of remembering how it was. Like, yo, we got to be still connected. You know, we got to talk to each other. The kids growing up now don't even know. Like,
It's like I remember
we
and
get depressed. We get all
I'm so deep in it. I
crazy.
remember and I don't remember, and that's what's messing me up. Because like I'm trying to think, what was I doing? I mean, I know I was going outside and stuff, but what was I really doing all day before I had like?
You was having fun.
Yeah, but I'm just still trying to figure out
You was
what
watching definitely more TV.
Okay,
You
that's-
playing
yeah,
video
that's right,
games
yeah,
a
yeah.
lot more.
TV,
But you
video
was
games.
also outside too.
Yeah.
We did, we played. Our generation played outside. That shit was fun. Hide and seek or
Shit was fun.
kickball, whatever.
Damn kickball.
I wonder if they allow like high schools and stuff, or not high schools, but elementary school, middle schools, when kids go outside to the during recess, does everybody just hop on their phone?
That's a funny.
They
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a funny
like
picture.
if do they allow
we
phones?
see kids outside playing when we drive by the school.
We see
sometimes.
PE sometimes. They get forced to.
Yeah.
run.
No,
I'm talking about recess.
No, the little kids still play.
Look,
They
yeah,
want to
yeah.
play.
Yeah.
They
I think
playing.
that's just across the board.
And I
As
feel
a,
like
When
as
you
a-
young, you want to
In
play.
high school,
But
they're taking
when
phones.
you're young and you have a toy like a phone.
but now they're getting
still,
phones
but-
at like 5, so they
but
got from
still,
like 0 to
that
5.
video you showed me, that cute ass video
Yeah.
of them kids, they already recording
They was
themselves. Okay,
recording
we gonna
themselves.
do something. They doing skits already.
But still,
Where's gonna be my place, Cam?
If you put the phone and play at that young of an age, they playing. Once they get older, of course, they're gonna switch. But they playing still. They still want to go outside and have
Oh,
fun.
you see some babies, they ask it for their parents' phone.
Yeah, they be.
I
asking
think it's
for
gonna get to
phones.
the
That's
point
they
where as soon as they come out the womb, they're just gonna hand them a plan, a cell phone plan.
Oh, yeah.
Tell them to sign here.
Yeah.
Put your baby your print on there. That's yours.
So
That's gonna
instead
be
of
your
T-Mobile,
first
it's gonna be
contract.
Baby
Baby
Mobile.
Mobile.
Baby Mobile.
Baby mobile.
But that's the parents' fault if their kids are asking you for your phone that young.
But
Because
I know-
they don't know about
But
it.
I know
You don't
why
have to-
parents get their kids' phone that young now, because you can keep track of them. Like, I get it, I understand it, but
Yeah.
I feel like
But
a
that
lot of
fear
parents
is-
use it to numb their kids in a way, and not in a necessarily terrible way,
Yeah.
but it's like,
I'm tired.
I'm tired of them running around.
Yeah,
Gotta
I'm
watch.
tired.
Take
Yeah.
your phone, sit down.
Right, right.
And a lot of kids
It
will take
worked.
it and sit down for a long
See,
time.
I feel like that's how our parents, or at least my parents, did with TV though. For me, I mean, they got a TV, and I would just like
The
to
TV
not bother them. I'll just watch
TV's just
TV,
mobile
dude.
now. Like, even when
Yeah.
I went to the fair that day, we had a kid in the back. Lenore handed her the iPad. She was like, "Where's my iPad?" She was like, "Here." I ain't here for the rest of it.
Yeah,
But that's the thing in school, so they using iPads to educate. So either
Okay.
way, I think kids is gonna be forced.
It's just
into
where
it.
it's at. That's just it's just
Yeah, I think we're
where
just
we
gonna
at.
have
gonna be
to adjust
interesting.
to that
It's gonna
life.
be
It's gonna be
very
that fully, and we're just gonna have to find a way to make it still educational and still, helpful to us as humans.
I think, and it's gonna be. I feel like they're gonna get smarter. these kids are definitely going to get smarter because they have boundless information.
Yeah.
They could just research anything.
We had to still use encyclopedias.
We had to still, you remember having to take like getting stuff out the encyclopedia for like a paper that you had to do, and then you had to cite it. You know, you got to do all this. I still don't understand how that works. I always was confused. I'm like, what are these numbers? 13BF, and then you got to cite it to some book reference.
I ain't never used that shit again.
Like, yo, this is trash. This is trash. I can't wait till the future comes. But yeah,
that's why if I have kids, like they come with me any type of math homework, hey, go ask your mama, man.
It is much easier
because I already
go ask Google.
Because I already know. But see, Google may just give you the answer instead of teaching.
Oh, it's definitely Siri gonna give me the answer.
Search it. How to do calculus? There it is. There's a video right there.
Hey Siri.
But see, that's
how do you do
I'd
calculus?
rather them have that hand on hand instead of just getting everything from some technology.
That's the thing that we're sacrificing. This man over here having fun with Siri.
No, I was gonna say I asked her how you do calculus. This is what she was gonna say.
But I feel like as smart as these kids are gonna be in the next coming generations, they're gonna be very socially awkward. It's gonna be very
a lot of KTs.
People not gonna understand each other more.
I think people like that now. It's
happening quick,
age,
but I think it's gonna get even more like. And then imagine once VR comes out.
Cause they don't know how to
just
talk.
At home, just in another.
They don't know how to conversate. Because even on the phone, they don't use the phone feature. They just text.
Right. Even at parties, it's like me and the man were talking about our parties and other parties, and like how other parties you go there and it just feels like everybody's kind of just like on edge and not knowing what to say to each other. People want to say stuff, but they just gonna sit there and be on it. And it's just like there's no ice.
They pull out their phones.
They pull out their phones.
Yeah.
But then it's because I feel like they need something to help them kind of usher them into a conversation.
It don't feel like that at our party.
It don't feel like that.
I feel like community. It feel like we walk.
Because we have enough to entertain people without having to get on their phone.
And we give people icebreakers. We give people reasons to talk to each other, and reasons to communicate. And
right.
So it's
we were, I feel like because of who we are too, it's rubbed off. Like this is our job. This is our life. Having to cater to people, having to make people laugh, how to make people, giving them. So when you come to a Dormtainment party, you automatically get that spirit of like, oh, these are fun guys. They want to make you laugh. They want to conversate. Come play a game over here. So I feel like it's on the person a lot of times because people can throw parties all the time, sure, but they might not be the type of person that is necessarily. They might say, "Oh, at my party, it's gonna be a mansion. We're gonna have all the school things," but you personally aren't that open or welcoming of a person or whatever. Not to say anybody's party I went to recently.
But see, you don't even have to be that. You just got to know what makes other people comfortable. Like if we have games, I don't have to say anything to anybody. I can throw this party and not even be there, and I know people still gonna have a good time because we're gonna have games for the people that use that for icebreakers. We're gonna have drinks for people that need that for icebreakers. We have food outside. People do what they're gonna do. You're gonna have good music. If you got the music going right, people gonna gravitate to that dance floor. Right. So if you have all the right pieces, it's gonna be a good party. Now, if you just say kick back and all you have is this music playing off your phone off a little speaker,
it's a little awkward,
and then that's it. It's gonna be a little awkward.
Yeah. Then you're forcing people to use a muscle that they don't necessarily use all the time.
Damn. And some people don't want to dance. So it's like you might just have the music and drinks. And
a lot of people can't. That's even more socially awkward.
I don't dance.
Some people aren't physically able to.
Yeah.
So when all you have is this dancing, it's gonna be awkward.
Yeah.
It's gonna be people standing in the back with a drink in their hand,
watching other people dance.
Or it's gonna be dark in there.
How creepy that is. I've done that. You just went looking in the back, other people dancing. Right now.
But if you had a game to play, you might.
If I have a game to play, then it's cool. I'll jump in the game.
Every party.
And after the game, you might dance with the person you playing with.
Exactly, because you got to know that person a little bit. You got to know the booty before you just jump on.
Sometimes people need that.
Yeah, I think our parties at the end of the day, I think, are gonna go down in the history books at some point.
I like it.
I think it will. Like we're gonna throw the parties we throw now already. People
soon
are
phones ain't gonna be made to call nobody. It's gonna be like, here's your text device. It's not gonna be like Yeah, no
The
more
way
calls.
you just jumped from one. Well, were you still in the party?
The part,
Well, it was because of the phones. We were talking about the party.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I was finishing something about party. I'm like, phone.
Yeah, no, because inside the party, I'm saying they gonna be
He tried to Newton you. It's funny hearing you talk about phones and texting devices.
trying to
Nah, but you're right. Yeah, man.
Such a sleazeball smile.
That's what it was. It was a smile, man.
You know what I think it is? I think it's the blonde in his beard. That make it even worse.
He looked like a character, like some type of evil character when he did that. It just looked weird. He like the Grinch.
Yeah.
It was, but man,
Funny y'all say that.
It's funny to hear you talk about
texting devices.
Female talking.
all right, y'all.
Yeah.
Well,
That was good.
that was a good podcast today. I thank you guys for listening. And still, remember, LOL app, Black Geo is out on YouTube, Facebook, and the LOL app. Check that out.
And please rate and review our podcast on iTunes. Leave a good comment. Rate it. Give us 5 stars. Thank you. Share it with your friends. Spread the love.
And continue to watch YouTube Red and Snap.
Yeah.
Check it out.
And don't forget, this is an announcement. Have we made the Howard announcement yet?
No, we haven't.
We should probably tell our fans right now we are going to be at Howard's
We're going to
homecoming.
be in D.C.
We're going to be in D.C. We coming in on the 15th, 16th, somewhere around there. And we're going to have a show on the 17th.
Mm-hmm.
And
segment. We're going to be part of a show.
Yeah, we're going to be a part of the show. For YouTube Black is bringing the YouTube Black YouTube community together. Fan Fest. A lot of people come out. It's a free show.
I believe it is.
It's free.
I believe it is.
Check out for that. We'll be tweeting and more about that. But yeah, we got a lot to do before.
So DC,
come through. We got a little segment we're gonna be doing, and yeah, it's gonna be fun.
All right, guys. Have a great day, and we'll be back. Peace.